Hola a todos, sí, ya sé que este video ya lo han visto, pero esta vez va a ser una versión en inglés. Va a ser el mismo video, pero en inglés, así que no se pierden de nada. Esto es más para la gente dedicada, para la gente que, bueno, ve mis videos y no habla español. Así que, bueno, comencemos. Hello everybody, this is Cesar from Cesar Productions, and this will be my first video full in English, talking about all my Destiny's bounties, from the Destiny's bounty from 2012, the OG, the original one, to the Hydra bounty, which is the latest one. I mean, this bounty appears in season 15 and crystallized, but this one is the last set that LEGO has ever released in terms of bounties. So this video will be about all the modifications that I have done, that I have built in all these bounties. If you have seen my channel, or if you have ever watched a video of mine, you may know that I made a video of each bounty like a year ago, and well, from that year until now, from that moment until now, I have made a lot of modifications to every single bounty. So I'm going to show you every modification. Something that you should know is that there are some bounties that the modifications have not been significant, like it has been a very small modification. However, there are others that have changed completely. So without further ado, let's begin with the OG, the 2012 one, Destiny's Bounty from Season 1. Well, here we have the main bounty, the OG, the 2012 Destiny's Bounty. It sounds very strange when you say that, like 2012, it was a long time ago. It was 11 years ago, whatever. The main modifications that I did to this bounty is the head. If you remember in my first video of this bounty, this kind of, I don't know what these things are like kind of horns or something. These were upside down, like the largest horn was here, and then it was coming all the way down till the smallest one. But in series, I realized that it's the other way around. Like it's a small horn, then another bigger one, bigger until the biggest one. So I tried to do that. This is the best I could do. I know it's not perfect. There must be any other better head out there, but this is what I could do. In this part of the ship, I haven't modified it because I didn't remember that I had to modify this part. I mean, I thought it was complete, but it turns out that it wasn't. So I'm gonna try to modify that, and I will show pictures when that part is modified on my Instagram account, which is, by the way, down below in the description. Another thing that I modified, well, I didn't modify it, I paint instead, is this part. It's a kind of reddish color, because in the series it's like that. It's not brown. It's not brown, and it's not sand color. It's this kind of reddish color. I don't know if that's the name of the color, but it's kind of this color. So I decided to paint this part and this upper part as well. I tried to put a cannon here, but I couldn't because a cannon is too big. Like, this is supposed to be a cannon, but it's not the cannon that I wanted to put here. The cannon that I wanted to put here was that one, but it would be too big for this space. It would take up too much space, so I kept this one. Actually, I think this stud shooter is from the Destiny's Bounty of Legacy, from the Legacy Destiny's Bounty. I don't really remember because I built this part like a long time ago. Another detail that I added to this bounty is this door. which is pretty cool because in series it's like that, you know. And then we have, well, here is Master Wu. I also paint these stairs because they were like in bricks, different colors, so I decided to paint it in brown. I don't know if I had to paint it in this reddish color or in brown, but you know, there you can see like a difference in colors, whatever. And well, up there I put some flags, you know, right there, some flags. And these parts, those parts on the top. Oh, and that bubble piece, that transparent bubble piece. And oh, also these things, these are more detailed. And another thing that it's noticeable is this whole thing. Well, I'm gonna show it the other side because this side is too close to this one, so I cannot show it very well. Just give me a second. Okay, so this is what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, here is missing one golden hat piece. I don't know well where it fell, but I'm gonna put that thing later. Oh. When you put this down, these thrusters down, you'll see that, wait, let me put it this way. You'll see that this whole thing is fully red, because in the series it's like that. It's like this stripe, this red stripe comes all this way and it comes up like this, you know. And yeah, I tried to do that. It's the same both sides, and I think I did it very well. I mean, it took me a lot to figure out how to create this shape of like a ship, because you'll see how it looks from the back, and it looks beautiful. I mean, from my point of view, it looks beautiful. This is how it looks from the back. I don't know if you noticed, but this is like a curve. I mean, it's like a ship. I don't know if you can see the shape there. Like it's like this, and I like that. I love how it turned out. Of course, there are a lot of pieces that I had to paint because I didn't have enough brown pieces, so I had to paint those. And well, yeah, this part I also paint these pieces in gold, you know. And up here I paint this part in red because the bounty in this part of the ship, it has like this piece in red, so I paint it. And well, these are the flags. And the other thing that is very noticeable are the sails. The sails are very big. The good thing is that, I mean, when I printed these parts, these sails, I was not aware of the size of them. And then when I put them to the bounty, I thought that they looked very big, but they don't. Like, they look perfect. I mean, from my point of view, they look perfect. And this is how a minifigure, I mean, this is the scale, you know, the scale compared to a minifigure. And you can see that the bounty is like very big. Like it's ginormous. It's super big. I don't know if it's the best bounty out there, but I don't know. I don't really know, but I consider that this bounty is very detailed. I don't know what you think. Write it down below in the comments and I will read you. And well, now let's go with this bounty, which is the 2015 Destiny's bounty, which appeared in season 4 in the last episode actually, and until season 7, I think. Yeah, season 7 before the movie. And well, the head compared to my last video of this bounty is exactly the same. Nothing has changed. In this part, something, well, I added a very small but very good detail, which is this kind of hatch. You can open it like this, and you can close it. I have to put one of those pieces here, like another one, because there's a hole there, but you know, I can do it later. And well, yeah, it's built up very well. It's well. I mean, the techniques that I used for this bounty, I copied them from other bounties, so it's very well. It's secured, you know. It's not weak or something. I mean, you can do this and it won't fall apart, or it won't, you know, it won't fall apart or something like that. This part of the bounty now is show accurate. You know, in the show, you have this big part, then this tiny part, and then this other part, and it comes all the way up until the sales, which I printed as well, but I don't know why the printer did not print them in a brighter red. You know, it's not as bright as I wanted it to be, but whatever, I'm gonna try to fix that. And this piece, I haven't found any other piece so that this will, to add below this shield like a circular plate, so that I could make this thing bigger, because in the show this thing is big, it's very big, but in set, I mean, when you put this piece in the original set, like in the original bounty, this piece looks very big, but when you put it here, this is very small. So I'm gonna have to find a way to make it bigger, but so far I don't know how to do that. So that thing looks very small in comparison to the whole thing. The thrusters are exactly the same. I just added that piece. I don't know what's the name of that connector. I put it there so that it will hold this thing, because this part is very big. I mean, both parts are heavy, sorry. Those parts are big and heavy, so a normal connector here would not hold this big thing. So I had to use these pieces so that they will stay still when I put this thing in the air or something like that, and they won't fall apart. Another modification that I did is that I tried to do this very high up so that a minifigure could enter, you know, and go down there. There's nothing down there, so I'm not gonna show that. These are the stairs. There are the windows, the main panels, and well, another modification is these windows that I put them in this color, because in the series it's like this sky blue color. So there it is. And yeah, these pieces are from the Samurai X Chaos. And yeah, I guess they fit very well. They fit very well in the whole thing. Let's take a look at the back. These engines are very big. This piece is from Cole's mech from the Ninjago movie, and I used it here, and it worked very well. Well, here we have this huge thing, which has 2 seats for 2 minifigures. Damn. And well, these doors are windows, well, except this part because I ran out of transparent pieces. But yeah, these are supposed to be a transparent door, which can go this way. Can go like this, and you have access to the interior. This part, well, the only thing missing are some lanterns. Like I have a lantern here, but there's one missing. Damn. There's one missing in that way, in that side. So I'm gonna try to find where's the other piece, like this, because I don't know if you remember, but the original set of Final Flight of Destiny's Bounty, not the Legacy one, the original one, had something like this, had this kind of lanterns. Well, these are minifig heads, but transparent and blue. So I use one for this side, and I have to find the other one for the other side. But well, whatever. And when we take the top, when we take away the top, you can see the interior, which is, well, I haven't added any details yet because I was focused on the exterior, not the interior. But you can see that that's supposed to be a screen, you know, a screen where the ninjas see what's going on out there. Here I'm planning to add more controls, like more buttons or something like that, and that way too, that side too, I'm sorry. And well, yeah, these cannons, by the way, I want to either paint them or change the pieces with gray ones, because this looks, I know this looks awful, like dark pieces, like black pieces with this sand color pieces. They look very bad, so I'm gonna try to fix that, I promise. And then to put the roof back, it's very complicated because it connects with that clip. I don't know if you can see it, with that clip connects right there. So I'm gonna try to do that. Well, I cannot do it with one hand, so I'm gonna stop the video here, and then I'm gonna continue when the roof is placed. Well, that's it from the final flight of Destiny's Bounty. Now let's move on to the movie Bounty, or the season 8 Bounty. I haven't made any modification to this bounty. I'm gonna say it. I haven't done any modification to this bounty. I mean, in comparison to the last video, because of course, as you can see, this set is not as the original because of the thrusters, the heads, the sails, but in comparison to the last, that's it for this one, and let's move on to the 2019 Destiny's Bounty, Secrets of the Forbidden Land Bounty, sorry. To this one, in comparison to the last one, I haven't made any modification to this bounty. The only thing I did was making the wheels bigger. These wheels, at least the front wheels and the back wheels, are from the Diesel Knot, the set from season 9. The Diesel Knot, the main vehicle of the Dragon Hunters. I took those wheels and I put them here because, as you can see, this thing is huge, and if I kept the same wheels that the original Land Bounty had, they look very bad, so I had to make them bigger. The only bad thing is that there's no bigger wheeled shield. You know, this golden part, there's not a bigger one so that I could put it here so it will cover the, it doesn't exist, unfortunately. So it looks like this. That's the only thing that I did to this bounty. And by the way, I forgot to make a comparison of how each bounty looks like side to side with a minifigure. So this is Lloyd. You know, I took Lloyd because why not? And this is how this Destiny bounty looks like. You know, as you can see, it's a very huge thing. You see? It's ginormous. It's very big, and I love it. And I don't know the same as the other bounty. I don't know if this one is the most accurate. I'm not trying to show off, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if this is the most accurate bounty out there, but if it is, I want you to know that they took me a lot to build, and they took me a lot, literally a lot, to build each bounty, because I wanted to show them to you, and I wanted to show you how beautiful this saga of Destiny's Bounty is, because I've seen that many people say that Destiny's Bounty is not so iconic or something like that, but no, I mean, look at this. These are beautiful, and as I said before, I'm not trying to show off. I'm just trying to show you that I worked a lot to do these bounties, because I love this theme, if you can call it that. So I hope you like it, and I hope you appreciate it, because it took me a lot of my time, and I don't regret that. Like, I love how they look like. So well, now let's move on, comparing this Lloyd with the whole thing. Well, I mean, since I haven't changed much this bounty, it will it would look like the same, like in the set, so there's not much to say. But in this one, if you compare it, it looks so big. Compare it this way or like this, and it looks ginormous. Well, I'm gonna put Lloyd back. Now let's move on to the one that I have spent most of my time, literally, is the Legacy Destiny's Bounty, or Season 13 Destiny's Bounty. Yeah, Season 13 Destiny's Bounty. As you can see, the main difference is that this bounty is taller, because the original was this high, this height, and I modified. I added 3 more bricks in the base, so that it would look taller. And I mean, the head, I had to make it bigger, so that it would look good in comparison to the big thing. So well, let's move on. The first thing that I modified here is this part and these anchors, because in the set, I don't know if you remember, but they were built, they were brick built. Now I used the piece, like the classic anchor piece, this one. Here's a cannon. Nothing much to say. It's just a cannon and a chair here. And here, well, the sails are bigger, are very big. I had to print them, the same I did with the first bounty and the final flight of Destiny's Bounty. I had to print this and make them bigger. Well, actually, I had to create them. I had to make them, because the sails from the original bounty are not like this. The same with the Legacy, the 2012 bounty. So I had to print them, and it took me a lot as well, because I had to make the design, I have to make it digitally, and I printed, and it took a lot. It took a lot. And another thing are these boosters. I don't know if I recall like that, but these boosters are bigger and are the black, because in the series, I mean, the original set, these were dark brown, but in the series are black, so that's why I changed it, and I made them bigger because the bounty is bigger, so it needed bigger boosters. And then for here, well, nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is that I lost the other stair. I mean, I haven't lost it, but I'm still trying to find it. I don't know where it is. It has to be among all my pieces. And in this part, well, the thrusters, I changed the mechanism, and I put this new piece that appeared, I think, in the new wave of Ninjago crystallized sets. You know, the Samurai X mech and Golden Dragon, Golden Ultra Dragon, this new piece, or maybe in a monkey set, in a monkey kit set, I don't remember. But the thing is that I put this mechanism because it's easier to manipulate. You know, you can put the thrusters like this, or like, damn, you can put the thrusters like this, or just like that. You know, a little like this, like in the original set. And another thing that I added is, are some doors, both sides. You can see there. And in the back, I printed these flags, like in the series. These dragon flags, which is the same design as the movie, but are back there. You know, are smaller ones and are in the back. And here I added this part, this bigger shell. This is from Cole's mech from the movie. This circular plate. I like how it turned out. Here are some lanterns. Now let's move on to the last one, which is the Hydro Bounty. This Hydro Bounty, in comparison to the last video I did, is very different. Like very different. The main thing, as you can see, is that it's fully painted, like it's fully white. The last one I did, I think it was not white at all, so now it is. And these pieces are painted as well. This bubble piece is painted as well. This is supposed to be transparent. All the pieces that are painted with this color are supposed to be transparent, but I don't have those pieces. So, and in the series sometimes you see that this is this color and not transparent, and it seems like it's not transparent in the series, but it is. But you know what I'm trying to say. So that's why I just painted them with this color, and I have to say it, I think it looks better than it will be with transparent pieces. But well, whatever. I painted this part as well, and I painted these lines because in the series it has 3 lines, I think. And right here I added these parts from the original Hydro Bounty. I had these lanterns with a dragon head and this piece, this plate, because well, you know, the design is very sick and I love it. And I also add these stripes because in the series it has these stripes, so I add them. Right here, well, I just added this window piece, which was introduced in the Boulder Blaster, I think, from Legacy, but is recolored in this transparent blue. Same this side. And about the thrusters, the main thing that I changed is this part. I put this part from the Hydro Bounty and these 2 pieces as well. The mechanism is still the same. You know, it opens like this. And this part, well, I added these 2 other pieces. The sail, the sail, because it's a submarine, so I don't know if it counts as sail, but this thing I had to design it as well because the flag that comes with the original Hydro Bounty is too small and is not the accurate design. The accurate design is this same flag, but with these colors. So I had to design that flag and I had to change the colors to these ones, and then I had to print it and cut it and stuff and then put it here. But I like how it looks like. I like it. And well, here in the top there's nothing much to say. The only thing is that now you can remove the top. Well, that was not supposed to remove it. Well, you remove the top, and I haven't added anything yet, but I will. I will add some controls, some buttons, you know, some maybe a door that comes from here to there, maybe a door in the middle. I don't know. I'll think about that later. And well, yeah, I think that's it with this Hydro bounty. Those are all the modifications I did to this bounty. And well, that's it. Those are all the modifications I did to the bounty. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it, and write down below which one was your favorite. Some recommendations, like you need to add this to this bounty. I recommend you to do this to that bounty or something like that. And just comment down below and push the like button. And if this video gets a lot of likes and I see that you love these kind of videos in English, I promise that I will try to make every single video that I make in Spanish in English. I promise I will try to upload every single video in both Spanish and English, so that you can enjoy it no matter in what part of the world you are. So hope you enjoyed this video, and please, I hope you appreciate this, because as I said before, this took me a lot to do. Because I was planning this moment. I was planning to film every single bounty from the 2012 to the Hydro bounty, and I hope you appreciate all the hard work that I put to these beasts. So push the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of content, and I'll see you soon. This was Cesar Marquez from Cesar Productions, and I'll see you in another video. Have a good day. See you guys.